What's up, this is Squad 2440, we're following Senator 17 mod review. Today we'll be taking a look at an SUV, a few emergency vehicles, a few semi-trucks, Ford pack, and a trailer. All of the links can be found down below in the description, and I do recommend you check all of them out. Up first, we'll be taking a look at a compact Mercedes SUV, which is pretty cool, very nicely done here on the grille. It looks like a little bit more detail in this thing, will be looking very nice. You guys can see it does come here with stock wheels, and when you do come around to the back, you guys can see it looks like a few of the lights are on it. It's the Mercedes GLA 220, and it does have the 4MATIC all-wheel drive, which is pretty cool. Once we hop here on the first person view, top speed is 65 miles per hour. A few of the lights do look like they need to be worked on there to convert them from FS15 to FS17 textures, but this thing does look pretty cool. Really do like having more and more cars here in the game. And on the first person view, you guys can see working steering wheel, working gauges, and overall a little bit more work can also be done on the first person view. We'll now be taking this for a quick spin to see how this handles. As you guys can see, the handling of this is pretty cool, no body roll, anything like that, and overall, like I was saying, a little bit of upgrades there to the textures, and that will be looking pretty cool. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a few emergency vehicles released by R&R Apparatus on Facebook. Big shout out goes to him for making these and all of the other fire vehicles. Up first, we'll be taking a look at a Ford Taurus police car, which is pretty cool. Every single light here on this car is a buyable option, so you could have this as a slick top without the skin, or you could have it with a skin without the LED light bar up top, which is pretty cool. You guys can see all of the lights here on it, the light bar down there. I mean, a ton of lights are on this, which is pretty cool. Dual exhaust and a Utah license plate. You guys can see here is a Rock City Police, which is pretty cool. Very nice graphics. You got the push bar, LED light bar, like we're saying, buyable option, along with a push bar, and also that spotlight there, which is nice. Once we hop here on the first person view, this goes 136 miles per hour. Up first, we'll be taking a look at all of the lights on it. Take a look at that, guys. Everything does work on it, which is pretty cool. Really do like that. When you do press H, the spotlight will turn on down there, and when you do press keypad for that light will turn on there, the spotlight. Once we hop here on the first person view, you guys can see very nicely done working gauges, working steering wheel, and take a look at this, guys. Very high quality. You got the laptop there, you got the radar detectors, and pretty cool. We got the cage here in the back. Very nicely done. Now, to turn on the lights, you press B, N, and M. Take a look at that. All of the lights are on, which is pretty cool. Really do like this a lot. And like I was saying, once again, B will turn on the first stage, N will turn on the second, and M will turn on the third stage there, which is pretty cool. Up next, let's take a look at the sirens. And the horn is... Overall, very nicely done here on this with all the different options and the sirens, everything like that. And like I was saying, top speed of 136 miles per hour. I did already test this out. Let's get this up to some pretty fast speeds, pretty realistic acceleration. I can't wait to add this to a few of my series with all of the different options, especially this slick top. Color changeable is a top one of my favorite options. But like we're saying, guys, big shout goes to R&R Apparatus for releasing this and all of the different emergency vehicles he's been releasing. I can't wait to add this to my series. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a ladder and tower truck he released. Now, when you do purchase it, you do have the option for it to have the tower. You do also have the option for the rotator here in the grill. You guys can see the two different options there. There's a few different liveries along with a few different flags. When you do purchase it, you could get ones with 2 American flags, one or one of each with the red stripe there, which is pretty cool. This is pretty epic. All of the features do work on it. The stabilizers come out, everything like that. Once we hop here on the first person view, top speed of 80 miles per hour, we'll kind of move it away and let's kind of take a look at this, and we won't be testing out the handling of this. We'll do it with the next one, but like I was saying, color Like I was saying, guys, so many different options when you do purchase it, which is nice. B, N, and M will turn on all of the lights, which is pretty cool. Take a look at all of those. Very nicely done here on the strobe lights. When you do press a V, the stabilizers will come out and lift this completely off the ground, which is also pretty cool. Take a look at that. On the first person view, guys, since the working steering wheel, very nicely done here on the inside. Just take a look at all of that fire gear. That is pretty cool. 4 sirens. We'll take a look. And the horn. So you guys can see, very nicely done overall. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the ladder part on this. Before we go up, when you do press keypad 4, you could turn that on and take a look at that, guys. It looks like water is coming out, which is also a pretty cool feature. We'll now be raising this up. This does go pretty high, and it does go out pretty far. You guys can see it also does rotate, which is pretty cool. Next up, we'll be extending this all the way out, and we'll be climbing up the ladder. I really do enjoy doing these weekly mod reviews here on the channel, showcasing these epic mods. And I really do enjoy doing it. As you guys can see, this is as high and as far up as we can go. Take a look at that. You could actually see pretty much the entire town, which is pretty cool. Here we are on the Square Farms map, which will be released the first week of May. You guys can see, you could pretty much go up so far that you could see the entire town, which is pretty cool. And we'll now be walking back down it. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the tower version, which has the bucket up front with 2 hoses there, which is pretty cool. And we'll be taking this one for a spin, so you guys can see all of the lights we work on and everything like that. We'll now take it for a spin to see how it handles 80 miles per hour top speed. And the turning is really on point. Really do like it a lot. I can't wait to add this to the Fire Rescue series, which you guys might have already seen in an upgrade video, so stay tuned for that. Really good acceleration in there. You guys can see pretty hard to make some of these turns there, but overall, I mean, this thing does look pretty cool. First person view, everything like that. And I mean, this thing overall looks amazing. Up next, we'll be switching over to semi-trucks, and the first one we'll be taking a look at today is an old Ford semi-truck, which is the L9000. Very nicely done. There's a few different color options here. You guys can see the black stripe is its own option, and then the white is its other option. But take a look at this, guys. Very nicely done here on the textures. Very high quality, amazing textures, and I will be adding this to a few of my series. The 5th wheel does move on it, which is pretty cool, and this tops one of the most detailed trucks I've seen in farming sim semi-truck wise. I mean, this thing really does look awesome, and you do have the option for a buyable oversized load or heavy haul sign, which is pretty cool. 1 beacon light up top. You guys can see all of the lights do work on this, which is pretty cool. Reverse lights, everything like that. And I mean, this thing really does look awesome. Take a look at that. On the first person view, it does have an interior view, working mirrors, but not a detailed first person view, which is okay. I still like having that camera view. Up next, while we are using this truck, we'll be taking a look at this Gooseneck Car trailer, which is pretty cool. You guys can see we just slid back that 5th wheel attachment all of the way. 1 beacon light on this. You guys can see it's a little bit off to the side, not in the center of it, but we'll back up and we'll take a look at this car trailer. As you guys can see, pretty cool. Looks like we just missed the attacher there for a moment. You guys can see it's tandem axle, which is pretty cool. And take a look at this, guys. Very nicely done. It looks like there are a few ramps there to kind of help load it on, but this fits 3 cars here, which is nice. And I would say 2 pickup trucks, just because trucks are a bit larger, but 2 jacks, spare tire, toolbox, everything like that. Very nicely done, and I can't wait to use this trailer in some pretty cool videos delivering different ones. But as you guys can see, this semi-truck really does do a pretty good job hauling this gooseneck one, and overall you guys can see great job here on this semi-truck. Up next, we'll be taking a look at another Western Star. This is the 4900 SA, which is pretty cool. Take a look at this, guys. 3 axles here in the back. Very big, very long semi-truck, which is pretty cool. I will actually be taking this cab and making a rotator out of it, which is nice. And you guys can see up front, amazing textures, color changeable, and there's a few different options. I really do like this truck a lot. Once we hop here on the first person view, top speed of 42 miles per hour. No bumper pull hitch. You guys can see all of the lights do work on this, which is pretty cool. Reverse lights, and you guys can see all of the lights do work on the first person view. You guys can see working mirrors, but it is a little bit darker, and working steering wheel. Take a look at that, along with working gauges. Very high quality, amazing textures on the inside. You can't wait to put this truck to use. You guys can see giant truck, very long, but it does look awesome. This also does have some very nice engine sounds. I can't wait for more and more mods to come out here for Farming Simulator 17 before we do switch over to FS19. But it does look like mods have kind of slowed down release-wise. Up next, we'll be taking a look at a 2003 Ford King Ranch pack. This was released by a YouTuber. I will have the video link down below. There's many different versions, a pickup truck, you guys can see a flatbed here, welding, and also a service truck. This is the service and the welding. Very nicely done. You guys can see a few different wheel options that you could purchase, and they are color changeable. Up first, we'll kind of be taking a look at the F350 King Ranch. Does have the power stroke underneath the hood, color changeable, drop hitch, and all of the features do work on this, which is pretty cool, along with the straps there in the bed. I really do like those straps. You guys can see giant exhaust down below, which is pretty cool. On the first person view, you guys can see it does have a very nice interior. It looks like it just needs a steering wheel. Other than that, this thing does look pretty cool, and it does have a two-tone paint, which is also a very cool option on it. I really do like the wheels. You guys can see since it is lifted, it does have quite a bit of a drop there, which is pretty realistic. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the flatbed version, which has the option for these buyable sides and the toolbox there in the back. But you guys can see you could haul goosenecks and bumper poles. Very nicely done. It looks like it's a single rear wheel though. I might convert this over to a dually, but you guys can see amazing lights. I really do like these lights a lot, reverse lights, everything like that, and those wood textures here do look awesome here on that. Up next, we'll be taking a look at the welding truck. You guys can see it was made by CDF Modding here on YouTube, which is pretty cool. I will have the link down below. You guys can see this one looks to be a dually, which is nice. Very nicely done. Can't wait to put this service truck to work here for a few of my series. And you guys can see back here, you do have a mini crane, and not much in the back there, but it does look pretty cool. Now, the last one here is a welding rig. Take a look at that. Very nicely done drop hitch and a gooseneck. I hope you guys enjoyed today's mod review. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and subscribe for more.